Ski Studios in the house. How we doing, people? What's up? Salute. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Support your man. How we doing today? I'm doing all right, you know. I don't know if you asked, but I'm going to tell you anyway, right? Hey, you clicked on my channel. What do you want from me, huh? Friggin', yeah, as you guys know, I'm on this journey of recovery, and, I got like 81, 82 days, something like that. Coming up on 3 months. I'm still on that 1 milligram of Suboxone, a little bit less, like maybe in between 75 and whatever. But guess what? Tomorrow, I'm going into a detox of this shit. So, I went to a meeting, boom, girl helped me out, got me in like that, and I was on some waiting list. It worked out perfectly. But, yeah, so whatever. I guess I'll split a little story for you people, right? You guys clicked on me, right? So, back in the day, right, you remember that Hurricane Katrina? Right, so I used to do roofing, you know what I mean? And, I don't know, I was probably like 20. I'll be honest, I can't even exactly remember. But, it was before I was addicted to opiates or any of that. Hurricane Katrina was a long-ass time ago. So, we go down there, me and my buddy, we did roofing, and he's selling me these dreams. Oh, we're going to go down there. We are going to kill it, right? So, we had to stop at a house before we left or whatever, and he runs in, whatever. I don't know what we did, but we weren't there long. Boom, we start heading, right? We end up finding out that this kid blew all the money on methadones because he was an addict. So crazy to go down there with some methadones because knowing that you might not have enough. I have no clue if he had enough or not, but I'll tell you, he didn't act sick the whole time. We get down there, right? And I think we're going to be out there staying, like, in a hotel, whatever. Dude, we went to Biloxi, Mississippi. It was decimated. They had people, like, in army gear, friggin' guarding the doors, bro. Like, just to go into Walmart. And, like, it was just, like, dude, just decimated. Everything was, like, gone. Like, a gas station, all you seen was that one little thing that's in front of the gas pumps, that friggin' cement thing. And then the top was, like, way down the road. The gas pumps were nowhere to be seen. This is, like, right on the ocean. So anyways, right, the friggin' guy that's running it, right, we get it. We get one job here, one job, like, 10 miles down the other way. And, like, there's no street signs. There's no nothing. Shit sucked. But I'll tell you what. I ended up, like, one day, I was sleeping in my car. Mexicans down there, like Mexicans that just came from Mexico, bro, they don't believe in bathrooms. They just shit all over the place. There was just little pieces of shit with toilet paper in them all over the place. Oh my God, right? The jobs we had to do, we'll get one job here, one job fucking way down the street, can't find nothing. Like at one point I just said, fuck this, I'm going home. I was like, bro, I'm gonna have my mother send me the money. I'm fucking out of here. Dude, it sucked. The Mexicans got screwed. The guy, like, after they got one paycheck, the dude took off. That was, like, running their crew. Because the guy that runs the crew gets the money. And then he split it amongst everybody. He took everybody's money and took off. Boogied. And, we weren't making shit. You get paid by the roof. And, like, if we had streets, like, we would do one house, we would have just whipped it. But, like, because we were only doing, like, quick fixes. We weren't re-roofing houses. One dude that was on our team wouldn't even fucking climb up a ladder. It's like throwing the shit up. It's ripping the tops. It's like we had to fix the shit. It just sucked, dude. It was just a nightmare. We ended up coming back. I stopped by Washington, D.C. First time I seen our fucking country's capital. Right on the other side, there's just homeless people everywhere. Lost my car. Dude, I was going around that city forever looking for my car. I thought it got towed. Lost my boy, couldn't find him, and we're both going back together. We ended up, our boss was sending us money at one point, right? We end up in Richmond, Virginia, right? We're down there, and I don't remember what happened, but my buddy takes off some dude, right? Next thing you know, he comes back with some hard dude. We didn't even have any money. So, like, the next thing you know, right, like, the guy's like, oh, you guys got to give us the money. I go, us guys, I didn't front you nothing. And he's like, he goes, yeah, you did it with him. I'm like, bro, the dude, Like, bro, my buddy friggin' said, oh yeah, our boss is gonna send it, knowing our boss is gonna send it, but dude, our boss takes fucking forever. He's not like gonna send it in like 10 minutes. So now it's like this fucking guy won't get out of the car, right? So it's like we're driving around and he won't get out, and he's a big black dude named Q. And like back then I was a little bit different than I am now. I'm still me, you know what I mean? But I think more. Back then I was a little bit more screw loose. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, I just did stuff that, a normal like you, dude, you're gonna lose a fight, and it's like me versus 10 people, but all I gotta do is shut my mouth, and whatever, I guess I had to put my tail in between my legs and fucking whatever, just to not get like the shit kicked out of me. But you know what? I didn't do that. I'd fucking talk shit the whole fucking time, and I get wiped down, you know what I mean? Like, because I just didn't give a fuck. I don't know what I thought I was going towards, but anyways, this dude's in the car, won't get out of the car, right? So it's like, he's got to stop here and stop there. So it's like we're driving around. And at one point, it's like, oh, I got to go check on this guy, right? And like, dude, on the way back, here's one part I forgot to say about the story. On the way back from fucking Biloxi, they got these things called love bugs. And I had an old, like, Oldsmobile Cutlass or whatever. It was an older one, one of the ones that looked like the Trans Am and shit, And these things, love bugs, man, they're fucking everywhere. Like, I'm talking, like, way worse than the mosquitoes up here. They don't bite you, but they're, like, all over. You can't move without getting them on you. Well, they filled up the front of my car, the filter, the air filter, where it cools down the car. So my car kept overheating because the fucking air couldn't blow through. It couldn't suck nothing. It was fucking filled with love bugs. So this fucking guy's in the car, right? He's like, I gotta run in here. He's like, shut the car off, right? Fucking my boy John, dude, he fucking hands the knife, like, through the back of the seat. He's like, take care of this. It's like, motherfucker, bro. So the fucking guy gets out of the car. And, it's like, dude, I'm thinking, like, do I gotta stick this fucking guy? Because it's like, dude, the dude ain't getting out of the car. He just got out of jail, so I know he's, like, street level something. Like, you could tell by the way he walked, He's one of them DC cats, like, yo, shoddy, like, you know how they talk. I don't know. Like, if you ever seen one of them, you know what I'm saying. I can't talk like them. I'm not good at making accents, So, fucking the dude gets out of the car, and I fucking, because the guy made me shut the car up and take the key. I turn the car, and I'm fucking hitting the gas. My buddy fucking jumps in the back like the dude's about to shoot us up. Thank God we get out of there. You know what I mean? It's like, Jesus, bro. All for a 20? Like, bro, like, who knows? That could have been a fucking bid, or we could have got shot or something. You know what I mean? Fucking take care of this. I'll fucking take care of you. You fucking know it too, bro, because I think you say you listen to this shit. But, we fucking made it back. And went right back to our old job, dude. And we look like fucking retards because we left for nothing, bro. Like, I think back then I used to make like $150 a day cash or whatever, so I bring home $750. And this is like years ago, so it was decent money. My buddy, he used to make like $230 a day or something back then. You know what I mean? He was killing it, bro. You know what I mean? Like, he had like a fucking $60,000 a year job, dude. Cash. You know what I mean? So that's like almost like fucking 90 on the fucking books. But, it's like wherever you go, if you don't fix a problem, the fucking shit goes with you. It's weird, right? Like, I'll be at work, right? And I, like, write lists of, like, oh, yeah, I could talk about this. And then it's like, I think about it. And it's like, do I really want to talk about this shit? Everything, because you know what it is? Every fucking thing is political, and it all goes down to a political thing. At some points, like, I would like to talk political shit, but I would like to have, like, somebody else that be with me on the thing. I still got to set up a fucking studio. Ski Studios, and fucking all I got is a fucking stool and my cell phone. Tell me how the fuck I'm doing. You know what I mean? But I'm doing all right. You know what I mean? I got a couple of you motherfuckers. It's just like, I went and seen the Capitol, but I was like fucked up, like not on Brown, but on just drinking and coke and just how I was, like you see people in suits just stepping over bumps, and it's like when you see the like Capitol, like the White House on TV, you see this big lush lawn fucking thing pushed back. You get there, it's like that, and then right on the other side of the street there's a park and there's just bums everywhere. It's just unbelievable. You'll see people in suits stepping over bums, bro. It's just ridiculous. You would never believe that that's what the Capitol's like. If you know, some of you motherfuckers, some of you people might have been there. But like, you know, there's like everything is a choice, man. It's positive and negative. You know what I mean? And I choose positive today. You know, like, and I'm gonna be off this Suboxone next week. You know, I ain't gonna be able to like. I've been doing like my meetings all the time. Like I do a lot. You know what I mean? I guess they say 90 and 90. I ain't doing 90 and 90. I'm probably doing 50. Probably. I do 4 a week usually. 4 a week usually. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I'll usually go to church. But I've been missing a little bit, and I got to get my butt in gear, bro. Because God is what saved me, and God has saved me tomorrow. He saved me today. Every day, like we have one choice to do in our life. Like we have, like this is our life. This is the only life we got. You know what I mean? And like if you're out there living bad, because I know some people probably listen to this that aren't doing so well. And I'll tell you, like, it feels good to actually do what I'm supposed to do. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm not where I want to be yet. Obviously, how am I where I want to be? I'm not. But I'm telling you what, I'm moving there. Every day I'm taking a step and I'm focusing on it. You know, like you pray at night. You know, you try to pray in the morning. You try to talk to God throughout the day. That conscious contact shit. I hate swearing when I talk about God. But God is good, man. He's been helping me. So you guys are going to just keep watching me, just keep on going, because I'll tell you, like, you'll be able to tell if I'm messing up. I'll be able to tell, you know, and if, like, you know, I'm just sitting there talking and I'm lying, bro, I don't feel good inside. You know what I mean? Who could feel good when you're messing up? No one does. You know what I mean? And, like, you feel like, oh, people look at you, like, with disgust. And, you know, I was talking to somebody earlier, and they were, like, saying that they're, like, they messed up, but they're coming back again, you know, and, they're afraid to go to meetings because, you know, there's groups of people that are all friends, and people are all groups of friends. But I don't know, like, I've never heard anybody in a meeting be like, oh, yeah, look at them, man, they just can't get it, da-da-da-da. If they're looking at it like that, then mentally the place they're in isn't in a good place. You know what I mean? Some people take certain different ways, you know what I mean? It isn't cookie cutter for everybody for recovery. You know what I mean? You know how you're living. You know what I mean? Are you living good? Do you feel good about what you're doing? Like, you know, everybody's got a little bit of a conscience inside of them. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's like almost like what God gave us. You know, no other animal, you know, other animals will be up there in their nest and they'll see a weak, like, you know, the birds, they'll be feeding the birds, and one of the birds will be looking a little bit weak, you know. And like, what would people do? You know, they'd want to help that bird. You know what the mother bird does? It just pushes it out of the nest, nudges it right out. That's what nature is. You know what I mean? And we got a different thing because we can think about our choices. You know, we don't just automatically go on instinct. You know what I mean? And I'm one of those birds that needs a little extra help. You know what I mean? That's what I am. So, you know, I'm not a bird, but, you know, people might say bird-brained, but I'm not. You know what I mean? Like, I might be a little bit scatterbrained, but in reality, every single piece of that scatter is working towards a whole goal. You know what I mean? I'm making it. So, you know what I mean? Believe in you. I believe in me. You believe in you. You know what I mean? I believe in you too. I believe that you got a chance as long as you give it to yourself. So I'm praying for all you guys out there. Straight up, I do. You know what I mean? And pray for yourself. Even if you don't believe it, give yourself a chance. It is what it is. You know? I'm getting up a little bit better, you know. I hope, you know, I'll be a week before you guys see me again. So I hope you guys all have a great day. Ski Studios out here killing it, working towards the goal. Do good. Peace out.